Yo, welcome back to another video, ladies and gentlemen. Today I'm going to be showing you guys 10 things you should never do in Greenville. Okay, also before this video starts, comment down below one thing you guys think you should never do in Greenville, and also shout out to ABC Glitched for making this video. I actually got inspired from him. His link will be down below. Anyways, comment down below what you guys think you should never do, and let's dive into this. So on today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys a bunch of things that will help you honestly just get better at Greenville and just make you more rich. So first things that you should never do, never forget to claim a job. Literally, first thing you should do, build this as a habit. Click this little clipboard right here and select one of these jobs in the gray text. This, I always click Allen Insurance because it's the first one, but I select this job and now I will be getting paid $650 every 5 minutes. Now, if you do $650, let's just say you play for like 25 minutes. So 600, hold on, let me just do this real quick. 650 times 5. Just by playing for 25 minutes, you already make 3.2 with only playing for 25 minutes, and that's from jobs only. That doesn't include you driving around. Now, another thing you should never do is stop selling cars. And what I mean by stop selling cars is stop buying and selling. So if I reset right now and I go to the dealership, okay? Stop buying and selling, okay? You're losing money because if you sell a car, you don't get a full refund. Now, I feel like Greenville should make a feature where you could buy a car, own it for a day, or maybe own it for like 15 minutes, and then you could sell it and get the refund. So let's just use something cheap, for example. Let's just use something pretty cheap for this. Let me see real quick. Oh yeah. This is a cheap car right here, ladies and gentlemen. So what you're gonna want to get is not this. You want to get this right here. So this is pretty cheap, right? It's 1.7 million. So if I buy this, right, 1.7 million, that's a lot of money, right? 1.7 million. Now look, if I try and sell it, it's pretty cheap. So you just search this up, right? And now when you want to go and sell it, take a look at this. I'm already losing 100K, just like that. Isn't that crazy? That's pretty insane. So you will lose more than 100K, yo. So if you keep buying and selling, you're gonna keep losing money. Let's use the Saliens for as an example. You know, this car was 500K brand new, right? Or from the dealership, I mean. Now if I want to go and sell it, it's gonna be pretty dang different. Look at that, 500K. So I'm losing 70K. That's kind of crazy. And I also did dump money into mods, so they're giving me a refund on that. So yeah, it's kind of crazy. So moving on to our next point is make sure you guys never sell limiteds. I'm pretty sure this is obvious. This is also kind of like together with the low car thing, but don't sell off sales. If you see an off sale, trust me, don't sell it, even if it's for like to buy another off sale, because once a car is off sale, it's never coming back. So it's just going to keep getting more and more rare over time. And that's why I just recommend keeping your off sales, because they're cool cars and not everybody can obtain them. You know what I mean? Ladies and gentlemen, with this next one, don't buy money. Now, yes, it could be easy. It could be an easy option. But in my opinion, I feel like cash is low-key kind of expensive. Like, for example, 100K is damn near 1,000. Would you like to buy, like, wait, how much is it? It's 750 Robux. That's where it is. Like, that's kind of expensive. How much is 600K? Like, don't get me wrong, I know it's hard to make money in this game, but I don't know, I feel like it's just a little bit expensive. If you want to do it, that's totally fine though. Let me know if you guys agree with me. But 3K Robux, like, that's a pretty hefty amount for some in-game cash. But to be fair, 600 grand's hard. I'll be honest with you, like, this one is not that big of a deal in my opinion. I'm just honestly, it's kind of hard to think about like 10 things that I recommend you shouldn't do. And another thing, this is the next one, is game passes. Now, one thing I want to talk about is I wouldn't have put this on the list if this video was recorded like a few months ago. But I've started to notice Greenville is making cars have mixed game passes, if that makes sense. So for example, you only need one. So I feel like, for example, look, luxury or sport. Like at this point, you don't even need to buy the luxury game pass if you're into sporty cars, because almost every single sports car is considered a luxury slash sport. Like for example, a Maybach is just luxury, but bro, a GLE, a P, like, or I could say luxury, I mean, like all sports cars are just luxury, you know what I mean? Like a Saleen, how is that luxury or sport? So what I'm saying is literally buy a luxury or sport, because like you can't get this one with the luxury, but you can get all of these with luxury basically. You know what I mean? I mean, you can get them all with sport too, but do you know what I'm trying to say? I feel like with the game passes, you don't actually have to buy all of them now. Like Civic Type R is luxury or sport. You know what I mean? This is obviously just sport because it's a damn supercar or whatever. But if we just take a look, like a TRX is luxury or sport. You know what I mean? You don't have to buy both anymore. But if it's like just a luxury SUV and you want to get that, then yes, you're gonna have to get both game passes. But I feel like you're literally just be good with the sport pass or luxury pass. It really depends on you. I personally would go for the sport pass, but I think luxury is cheaper, right? Shout out to JDM for just pointing out. I'm pretty sure I can't check because I own them. So honestly, pick which one you like. But for example, you don't need to get both anymore. I feel like back then it was like, yeah, you should probably get both. I feel like nowadays you honestly don't need to get both. Seems like it's a pretty good bang for the buck, because now you got like multiple different cars, right? Now with this next thing, ladies and gentlemen, that you should never do in Greenville is speed. Now this one is a little bit controversial, right? You guys might be like, what the heck do you mean by that? You don't have to, but if you're trying to make money, follow the speed limit. And the reason why is because you earn more money when you go the speed limit. So let's say I'm in my car right now and I just want to go like 100 miles per hour, right? If I'm driving 130, I would make less money compared to me driving at 50 miles per hour or like 55. That's why I recommend don't go fast if you want to make money. If you want to make, I mean, if you don't care about money, that's totally fine. You know what I mean? Totally fine if you want to make money. It does not matter at all. But if you're actually like trying to make some money, don't go full speed, because you're not going to make that much compared to as if you want the speed limit. That's another thing you should keep in mind when playing this game. Another thing you should never do in Greenville is never forget about those interactive jobs. I was talking about jobs earlier. If you want to make great money but actually do something, brother, this job right here, Sahara delivery worker or a dealership, I got videos that actually show what to do in those jobs. I'll link them down below. They're both very good, honestly, so check those videos out if you haven't seen them. And another thing you shouldn't do is waste money on upgrades. Okay, as you guys know, this game has a lot of upgrades options, and it's super easy to run out of money while upgrading cars. And one thing I recommend is, you know, obviously it's super fun to upgrade cars, but I've seen people lose countless amount of money just upgrading cars. It's insane, bro. I'm not gonna lie. And yeah, that's something is definitely will deplete your pockets. Let me tell you something. Region specific, like just to change it, 1,000. Oh my god. Rooftop, oh my god, just to take it off, it's 100 or 750. Like it adds up. Suspension, like changing my ride height, 3 grand right there, dude. Damn, son. Rims, want to throw some nice rims on this? 4G autos are 15k. What the heck? A nice paint job might even cost you a couple thousand. Damn, son, 750. I mean, not terrible, but you get what I'm trying to say, right? It adds up. So that's one thing I recommend, is be careful when upgrading your cars. I'm pretty sure everybody's probably aware of this one, but I'm also trying to think of what things you shouldn't do. Comment down below what you think you shouldn't do in this game, because this video is actually kind of hard now, not thinking about making it. But with another thing I say you shouldn't do is I seen some people in the chat saying ram people. Now, I like, obviously, you know, trolling a little bit here and there. But yeah, if you're trying to be nice and respectful, you know, your GV etiquette, don't just desync people. I'm not going to force you on this one, because I like doing it sometimes. But, you know what I mean? For that GV etiquette, don't just go smashing and crashing into everybody. You know, that can make you, some people could find that annoying. I mean, maybe we don't as the person crashing it, but I'm sure you guys could probably been desynced or hit, and you probably got annoyed from it. I mean, it happened to me before, but it doesn't annoy me too much. But it's kind of funny sometimes, the amount of clips I've gotten from it. So at the same time, like, should you? Maybe not. At the same time, I kind of recommend keep doing it. If you're in a roleplay server, don't do it. That's different. But if you're in a public server, you're just trying to have fun, maybe you could do it, you know? Who cares? You only live once. Have fun, you feel me? You should never do is AFK grinding. Now, the reason why I say you should never AFK grind in Greenville is because you can actually get banned for it, if you guys didn't know. AFK grinding is actually a bannable offense, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, just don't AFK grind or else you might get banned. And with the last but not least, don't go begging for when a new car brand is coming or what new car brand is next. You know what I mean? And this is because the devs already kind of know what cars. I mean, they don't tell us, right? They don't really leak much until it's actually ready, but I'm sure right now that the developers probably have a lot of brands that they're talking to into the works, and they probably have stuff in the works. So like, don't just be always asking, you know, like to the devs, like what car brands next or everything, because you know they're working on it and they also might not even know what's coming up next. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of stuff they can't really share until it's ready. So we'll just get more leaks for when new car brands are coming and all that stuff. So those are the 10 things that I think you shouldn't do in Greenville. Do you have to follow this? No, you can do whatever you want. It's a free world. But at the same time, I will say one thing. Take some of this into advice if you want, you know, if you want. And comment down below one thing you think you should never do in Greenville. And also go watch this video popping up on the screen where I show you guys this new game change that was just added into Greenville.